Okay, and so today we have the hammers nice and leveled. As you can see, the hammer line is nice and straight. I'm still making some minor adjustments, but it's holding pretty steady. Hammers have been filed, returned them to a nice proper shape. They were really heavily filed on the outside where it's easy to reach, and not at all here, so they were kind of crooked, and that's not going to be for good tone. So they've been returned to an even rounded shape, and also flat across here, so they hit the strings squarely. I've checked each one to the string to make sure that the strike point is square to all three strings, which it is. What else have I done? The interior of the action has been thoroughly cleaned, and everything's aligned, straightened out. All the hammers are evenly spaced. The pivot points, the call them center pins that pass through in the joints are all free, not too tight, not too snug. Very nice, very smooth. It is very fast. At this point, every adjustment that I make now makes an incredible difference in the playing, which I'll show you later. Right now I'm going through adjusting the back checks. When the hammer strikes, it's caught by this mechanism here that's covered in buckskin leather, and the hammer tail, the tail of the hammer here is rough. It had been heavily grooved in the factory. I don't know if you can see that or not, but with playing, even with the grooves, it had been polished. The wood had been polished, but I'm striking the rawhide so many times, so I took some sandpaper 60 grit and just roughed it up, so it's scratchier, and now it readily catches on there. You want it to check as high up as you can so that the repetition action engages and the hammer can lift like that one does. I need to tighten some of these up. So you play the key, do that again. Goes up, hammer goes up and gets caught on that buckskin back catch, and when I release the key slowly, the hammer should quickly jump up there and it's ready to play again. Called a repetition action. I don't even have to hardly lift the key, and the hammer comes up and it's reset, ready to go again. Steinway developed that. Before, you'd have to lift all the way off and hit it again. All the way off, hit it again. But the Steinway repetition action, which they perfected in the 30s here, this is in 1936, frees you to resets the mechanism really fast. So at that point, the hammer's played, I lift off with my finger, the hammer resets, and I can play it again, even without lifting the key all the way up. Really cool, and it helps you if you're playing fast. This makes all the difference. It's very responsive, and the piano becomes so responsive. It's almost like it's an extension of your fingers. It's an interesting feeling when the machine, which this is, responds so readily to your touch. It's almost as though the piano is actually part of your hands, and that really enables the playing to be very expressive, and easily so. The level of control that an instrument like this gives the pianist is really profound. It's where the high-end pianos like this really are different from the average piano. So Steinway deserved the reputation. They definitely were innovative and had a good product. Okay, so I'm almost ready now to go back to the second tuning. I'll talk more about that. There were some problems with the treble that I think I've resolved, but the mechanical part, the action, that's what drives the energy from your fingers into making music, is almost to the point where we're done. I have to set the lead off yet, but I had to order a tool to do that, so there'll be another video later on. Okay, that's it for now.